Job number one, play video games. Okay, just kidding. But if you want to start a business and you don't have an idea yet, then just listen up. But if you can't focus for, say, 5 minutes and you want to watch a dance on TikTok already, you might end up in trouble if you don't listen to this. Nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong, but I'm not going to force you to watch this whole thing. No one is. I just choose to believe that if you clicked on this video, then there's an untapped potential that's yet to be unlocked. And know that I'm watching you from the corner of my eye when you're slacking off. But 3 to 5 things I want to talk about, and my only hope is that you learn at least a few things that you can take away so that when you learn these 3 to 5 things, you can run off and no longer think about me, but think in your own base of understanding on how you can move forward with your future, whatever the plan you've got for yourself. Okay, number one, develop your mindset. As cliche as it may sound, but trust me, we're gonna get into a lot of depth here. But develop your mindset. If you want to talk about business, don't even worry about the mechanics of business until you get the mechanics of the human psychology. If you don't know the anatomy, yes, the anatomy of the human brain, then you're at a disadvantage. Why? Because there's people out there that do. The difference between a entrepreneur and real winning entrepreneurs is that the latter knows what's going on the other person's head in a neurochemical level, and they know what's going on theirs. Now, said another way, if I were to give you 3 words of what the whole message is in this video, it's just be kind. Just be genuinely kind. Okay, that was 4 words, but exactly my point because I want to over deliver here. Okay, so let me get back to what I was saying psychology. So, what's so important about it, and why do I have to know about the brain? Well, there's different facets when mentioning human psychology, like understanding customer psychology in a consumer centric culture, but that's once you already have a business running. So, right now, the priority is understanding brain plasticity. So, I can't speak a whole lot on that, you'd have to do some research yourself, but if you don't understand the biological realities of the brain, you'll never understand the mind. If you don't understand the mind, then it's a horror story because you will forever remain its servant rather than the other way around. But once you conceptualize that, you have as much willpower as you think you have. And now you're already ahead of the crowd. Because your emotional fortitude and solution oriented mindset is stronger than 99.9% of people. Most people won't even do difficult things, right? They're content with mediocrity as much as they won't like to admit it, because they aren't able to motivate themselves to get out of bed unless there's external motivation or a lion chasing behind them. Okay, so cultivating a growth mindset, knowing brain plasticity, we now know we are in control of our emotional state. All those things, and the common denominator is still about the mind. But one more thing you should develop as an entrepreneur: the ability to influence, or the ability to persuade people. Persuasion. I watch people do it in all different types of ways. Some people do it through intimidation, some people do it through force, some people do it through humor, some people do it through persuasive strategies, transfer of energies, you name it. But all leaders have the ability to persuade, and we practice this every day. We convince our significant others to why they should love us. We convince people to get into our ideas. We convince them to support our ideas. We do it every day subconsciously, even when we're not thinking about it. It's the number one skill people don't spend time on. And by the way, just wanted to make this thing clear. All these things that I've mentioned, no one's an expert here. No one can be under the illusion that they're the best in the world at these skill sets. No one is nowhere as good as we think we are. Some people are better than others, but there's no cap or ceiling to being the best at these things. They're lifelong learning tools, and we're going to be using them until the end of our time on this earth. But one misconception I would like to add, if I may, about being a leader and the arts of persuasion, and it's that people think it's manipulation. Manipulation obviously has a bad connotation. Leadership has a good connotation. What's the difference between the two? Because guess what? If I'm manipulating you, then I'm trying to get you to do something. If I'm leading you, then I'm trying to get you to do something. So, what's the difference between leading someone and manipulating someone? So, if I'm manipulating you, that's gonna benefit me. If I'm leading, I'm trying to get you to do something that's gonna benefit you, that's gonna benefit me, it's going to benefit the team, and it's going to benefit the mission. And if I'm a manipulator, I'm getting away with it for a while. But eventually you're gonna look at me for what I am. But if I'm a leader, you're going to be just as observant, but you'll notice it's a positive sums game. And we're all happy because the purpose is being fulfilled. So just to conclude, if you're persuasive and you can lead and people around you know you care about them, well, they're gonna do anything for you. So it's the ability to communicate and learn to be a skilled negotiator. So become a better persuader. You'll get more deals in the future, more things will go your way, people will root for your vision. Okay. Well, where's the business advice? Where's the business plan? There's no business plan. You will attract it. Now that you've stuck to the end, there's a new light that you can see in the world. A mother that wants to bake a cake for her family will look for recipes on how to bake the cake. A man that wants to go on a road trip will search for a roadmap to get to his destination. And you, my friend, that aspires to have a successful business, you will have the business. Been your boy Jay Martin. Peace and love.
Miguel? I don't like this. Miguel? Where are you? Oh no. Miguel? Miguel?